All right, hello everybody, and we're going to talk today about the Munkoff Wildlife Gate. We're going to talk a little bit about site prep and what's kind of needed to install our unit. The main thing is the installation on this one anyways is with round posts. It's important that they're relatively level and square, that they're not racked too much. And then it's also a good idea to install plates on the top just to ensure that there's no way that the posts can rotate as the gates are able to swing open, and when they slam shut, it could be possible, if they're not in the ground far enough, they might start rotating over time. Another important thing is that the ground behind it is relatively clear and also level to it, as you don't want to put the gate up too high, then animals might be able to get underneath it. So we're going to start by installing the one side and show what height it has to be at. First step is to install your tines. It's important that you first look at the direction of which side this bolt is on, and then after that you have to bolt on the tine so that it is going in the opposite direction of this bolt. Your package will include two different size bolts. You'll have fewer of the shorter ones than the longer ones. You're going to want to use the shorter ones, and you just have to bolt them in place. The tines are mounted to the back side of the gate. This allows for the animals to see a little bit of an indentation and kind of direct them into the direction that we need to go. So the first step to do is we want the tines to be kind of lined up into the center. So in order to do that, we get a tape measure and basically measure out roughly where the center of the post would be. So we take an arbitrary point, let's say about here, 36 inches. Go on this side, 36 inches. So right around here would be where the tine should meet. So we're going to mount this unit here. We'd start with the bottom, and then we'll try to line up the tine with this and then screw it into place. Once you've determined where the center point is, then you're going to have to determine how high you want it. We have it around 10.5 inches. You want to basically to keep out whatever gain you're trying to keep out. So I'd say under 12 inches is probably good. Once that's there, and you have somebody holding it in place, you're going to use temporary screws to mount it. And then you have to mount the one on the back as well. Excellent. And it looks like we're just a little bit over top, so this point is at the 36-inch mark, so that should be good. So next, we'll grab a level. I'm just gonna grab the level from over here. And we're just going to make sure that it is level in this direction. So we'll come back right around like that. It should be good. And we're going to install our unit here. And we're just going to install it somewhere between here. It doesn't really matter where, just anywhere kind of close. Can you just hold that up here, please? Yep, should be okay. Just get in there. Okay. So once that one's in place, now we can install the other side. Make sure that it lines up. We're going to want to overlap it about 2 inches. So we're going to use our level to estimate about 2 inches so that when they come together, they don't interfere with one another. So it's good to use the level just in case these get bolted on a little bit crooked. So yeah, if you want to come down till it's about Let's see. Keep coming down. Down, 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 down. So there were about 2 inches there. Yeah, something like that. That should be good. And then we're going to twist it just so the 2 points are just overlapping like that. Okay. A little bit. Put it down just a little bit there. And one on the other side. So that's the 2 in place. You can see here we're a little bit too low, but we can probably just adjust that by lifting it up and loosening the bolts off a little bit. So we're just going to attach now the top ones and make sure that they are also overlapping about the same, just in case we're a little bit out in either direction. Yeah, you can see the overlap's a little bit less on this one, so we'll probably just twist this one over just a little bit. Okay, and that should be it for right now. Then after that, all we have to do now is install all the rest of the units. It's important that the gap is a little bit in between here, about 1 inch, 2 inch. It doesn't really matter that much. It's only that you don't really want it clanging when it goes back and forth. Okay, and once you have this all set up and everything's the heights that you like, then it's time to start putting in the lags. I put in 2 temporary screws. So right now I'm gonna put 1, 2 lag bolts for each one. Once I got all those lag bolts in, I'm gonna take these out and also replace them with lag bolts. Okay, once you are done installing the lag bolts, then it's time to install the rest of the tines. All right, now everything is assembled and we're ready to go. You can notice that there's a little bit of gap in between each one, and that there's not too much gap here so that if an animal tries to push up against it, they can't open it. So you can walk on through.